Previously, we covered subnetting and how to divide your network into smaller, more efficient segments. But once you have your network organized, you need to control traffic flow, translate addresses, secure connections, and monitor your devices. So in this video, we'll cover the essential network security terms that every network engineer needs to know. By the end of this video, you will be able to understand how ACLs control network traffic, explain the difference between NAT and PAT, differentiate between site-to-site and SSL VPNs. And that's not all. We'll break down each concept with real-world examples, so stay tuned till the end of this video. Let's start with ACLs, or Access Control Lists. Think of ACLs as the security guards of your network. They decide who gets in and who stays out. ACLs are rules applied to router or switch interfaces that filter traffic based on criteria like source IP address, destination IP address, protocol type, port numbers. There are two types of ACLs. First is standard ACLs, only filter based on source IP address. Another one is extended ACLs, filter based on source, destination, protocol, and ports. Here's how it works. Let's say you want to block traffic from network 192.168.1.0/24 from accessing your server at 10.0.0.5. First, you create an ACL with this rule. Deny any traffic from 192.168.1.0/24 to 10.0.0.5/32. Then apply it to your router interface, and boom, that network is blocked. Remember, ACLs are processed top to bottom, and there's an invisible deny all at the end. So always put your permit rules first, then your deny rules. Next up is NAT and PAT. These are the translators of the network world. NAT stands for Network Address Translation. It converts private IP addresses to public IP addresses so your internal devices can access the internet. Here's the problem that NAT solves. You have limited public IP addresses but hundreds of devices that need internet access. NAT lets you use private IPs internally like 192.168.1.0/24 and translate them to a public IP when going outside. There are three types of NAT. Static NAT. One private IP maps to one public IP. It's a one-to-one mapping. Good for servers that need a consistent public IP address. Dynamic NAT. Maps private IPs to a pool of public IPs on a first-come, first-served basis. Lastly is PAT, Port Address Translation, also called NAT overload. This is the most common type. PAT is the game changer. Instead of needing multiple public IPs, PAT uses one public IP and assigns different port numbers to each internal device. Here's an example. Device 1 with IP address 192.168.1.10 connects to the internet is translated to 203.0.113.5 with port 50001. And device 2 with IP address 192.168.1.11 connects to the internet is translated to 203.0.113.5 with port 50002. It's the same public IP but different ports. This is why hundreds of devices in your home can share one public IP address from your ISP. Now let's talk about VPNs, the secure tunnels of the network world. VPNs create encrypted connections over the public internet, making it safe to transmit sensitive data. There are two main types we'll cover. Site-to-site VPN. This connects entire networks together securely over the internet. Here's a sample use case. Your company has an office in New York and another in Los Angeles. Instead of leasing expensive dedicated lines, you use a site-to-site VPN to connect both offices through the internet. How does a site-to-site VPN work? Each office has a VPN gateway, usually a router or a firewall. These gateways create an encrypted tunnel between them. Users in New York can access resources in Los Angeles as if they were on the same local network. It's always on and transparent to users. They don't need to do anything special. SSL VPN, also known as Remote Access VPN. This is for individual users who need to connect to the company network from remote locations. This is used when you're working from home and need to access company files securely. How does SSL VPN work? First, you open your web browser or VPN client. Then you authenticate with your username and password. An encrypted tunnel is created between your device and the company network. After that, SSL or its successor TLS provides the encryption. The difference between site-to-site VPN and SSL VPN is that site-to-site VPN connects networks to networks while SSL VPN connects individual users to a network. And that's it for Network Security Essentials. Like and subscribe for more networking videos. See you next time.